Well, good morning, folks. It's the real Captain Kirk here. It is the 26th of October, 2020. Hard to believe, the last Monday here of the month. Day 223, remote. Looking at the weather here last week ending the 24 October, Saturday here, how our big customers like to look at the weather year over year. Here in the U.S., we're about 1 degree warmer than a year ago, making it the warmest in 3 years, 18th warmest in 35 years, so above average national temperatures, but obviously very cold north central and warm and hot in southeast and southwest. 26% drier than a year ago, but still 8th wettest in 35 years, so above average on the national precip front. But number one snowiest in 35 years, way above average again with those systems in the plains and the Rockies. Canada, pretty much coast to coast cold, 8.2 degrees colder than a year ago, making it the number one coldest in 35 years for Canada. Very, very cold. Europe also on the cool side, 4.4 degrees cooler, coolest in 4 years. Russia cooled off a bit, 1.2 degrees cooler, coolest in 3. China pretty cool as well, 2.9 degrees colder than a year ago, coldest in 18 years. Warm spots down in India, 2.6 degrees warmer than a year ago, warmest in 3. Australia a little bit warmer, 4th warmest in 35 years. Brazil also warmed up a bit, 1.3 degrees warmer than a year ago, making it the warmest in 4 years. Maps inset left are the trends versus average. Looking at snowfall here again, it's been a very, very fast start here, at least for if you live up in the plains in the northern Rockies. That swath of yellow is actually over a foot of snow. So again, Montana's been the big winner for sure, even South Dakota and parts of central Minnesota. So snowiest season to date for the nation as a whole in over 35 years. Not much in the Northeast except for the extreme higher elevations of New England. This pattern's going to relax a bit here, so enjoy the snow here probably this week, and then we're going to see a little bit of a relaxing of the snow pattern at least as we get into November. This week, week ending 1 November, again, half the country here southeast, warmer than average with another tropical system, unfortunately. Very cold and snowy out in the southwest, Rocky Mountains, Southern Plains. Overall, still the nation as a whole, 2.6 degrees warmer than a year ago, but still 6th coldest in 35 years, so much below average on a national scale. Wettest in 5 years, 3rd wettest in 35 years, much above average because we have a soon-to-be Hurricane Zeta coming up the same areas, north central Gulf this week. Snowfall 52% more than last year, 2nd snowiest in 35 years, so much above average. And again, much of that will be in the southwest. We'll run through these 6-day snowfall maps here in a minute. First, another hurricane, unfortunately. Looks like we're going to have Hurricane Zeta making landfall pretty much in the same areas that have been hit all year long. The Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama area. Certainly looks like a Mobile Bay just to the right of New Orleans. Let's hope this track holds. But again, looks like a Cat 1 hurricane. Doesn't look like it's going to be much stronger than that. But unusual to have a Hurricane Zeta. So this is certainly a record-shattering pace to the year. And number of landfalls has just been a record 165-year event here in 2020. Unfortunately, this is not the last one. Looks like we're going to have Zeta as well here as we get into later next week. That one, again, same general forming in the south of the Puerto Rico and then south of Cuba, and then it looks like it's going to make a right turn. So Florida needs to be on guard. You are not out of the woods yet. So again, this is, we'll have to see. Zeta will be, again, late next week, just something to watch. Looking at the 6-day snowfall here today, again, so got a big system in the Central Rockies. It's going to dive down into New Mexico, so pretty deep south into the Southern Rockies this early in the season. A little bit of that spills out into the Oklahoma, Kansas areas. And then this pattern starts to relax a bit as we get into the weekend, into next week. Maybe some first flurries and snowflakes in the Northeast here, but nothing major here for Halloween. Looking at next week, first full week of November, you see the big pattern shift here. It looks like the nation's going to start to break out of this cold, snowy one that's been plaguing the plains and the Rockies. 7 degrees warmer than a year ago, 7th warmest in 35 years, so much above average national temperatures as we go into early November. Driest in 11 years, 3rd driest in 35, much below average. Snowfall least in 4, 7th least in 35. We'll have to watch again that Miami area, South Florida, and the East Coast. You're not out of the woods here for tropical activity, so we'll have to watch Zeta. Some interesting events here this week. Obviously, we have Halloween coming up here this weekend. It's actually very unusual that we're going to have a full moon on Halloween. Only happens about every 18 to 19 years, and so the next one, full moon on Halloween, is going to have to wait till I think 2039. So 19 years to wait to see the next one. Don't forget to turn your clock back here. This daylight saving time ends, unfortunately. It's going to be pretty dark in the evenings. 1 November. And then obviously we have a big election day here, 3 November. So put that on your calendar, obviously, for Tuesday next week. Had a rough week here, but every now and then you get some good news. And Weather Trends is extremely charitable and sharing a lot of our profits with a lot of different charities. And when you get a pastor says, hey, don't feel bad, you actually built this house. So not every day you can say you built a house, but this was pretty amazing that this home was built for somebody in the Dominican Republic. So again, we were excited to see this. So again, good news when you need it most. So with that, folks, we hope you have a great week, and we will be back here this time next week.